27th, 9:10 p.m. on a brisk Wednesday night.
I wish you could have said that while we were recording. My bad, guy.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and say it in the microphone real quick?
Let me do it again?
Yeah, do it again.
Okay. It's March 27th, 9:10 p.m. on a brisk Wednesday night.
We love to see it. We love to see we're back.
We're back.
Today we got a guest on the show. Call from the bullpen.
Here we go.
Our buddy Andrew Hill is joining the show.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here. Finally, it's been a long time coming.
I know.
I'm really happy to be here, guys.
We're
welcome.
happy to have you.
Welcome. Another ball no release.
I'd like to consider myself one, but, after going through my March Madness bracket,
It happens.
I don't think I'm that guy.
It definitely happens.
It is March. So.
March is crazy.
That's true.
Speaking of March.
Right into it. Great transition.
Let's march right into it.
Oh, my God. This guy.
I like that.
What do you want to start with?
Let's start.
The East?
Yeah, we'll start with the East. Why not?
Go ahead. Take it away.
I want to say. Oh, my bad. I was looking at the South. I freaked up. Okay, East. UConn is.
We'll get to the Lopes.
Yeah, my ball. Well, we're not getting to the Lopes yet. Do we want to? What do we want to talk about? Do we want to go through the matchups or like?
We haven't filmed since it started, so
I know.
we can. I mean, not much to talk about UConn just rolling over.
Yeah, UConn's just winning.
Would y'all like to know a fun fact about UConn real fast?
I'd love to.
Went and did some research before making my appearance, number
Here we
one.
go.
Love it.
UConn has shot 53% from the field in their opening two games, and they have had a double-digit lead for 68 out of 80 total minutes of their two tournament games. A double-digit lead.
Probably most of those minutes just come from the first of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just wild. So they've been looking dominant.
Yeah, I'd throw a quick 5 on them to win the whole thing again, for being honest. But
I mean, with that, I didn't know that stat was real.
It's I opened my eyes pretty wide when I read that one.
I do want to say now, piggybacking off that, old coach Dan was complaining about the matchup and how he thought that the committee did this on purpose about them having a matchup of the previous NCAA championship game. I will say, though, I think this is a different San Diego State team. I don't think he has much to worry about.
No,
but you never know.
Last year.
No.
You never know.
And I mean, even if he was worried about the matchup from last year, I mean, they beat him by 15,
Something
16
like that.
points in the
It's
natty.
still double digits.
It was So piggyback on that double digit stat, they smacked them last year, so I don't think they'll be.
The Blazers were in a close game,
Blazers,
and you said in the group chat today that Axel's coming back.
Axel's coming back. There's word that Eric Gaines might be coming back as well. Christian Coleman is also coming back. He's another player. So
It's exciting.
they're getting some weapons back. If you didn't know this, we're big UAB guys here.
I did not know that.
I'm a big UAB guy.
fan now.
I could tell based off of the knowledge of the rosters, though. I found that out pretty quickly.
I've been to more UAB basketball games than I have Tennessee.
There you go.
So
I can't say the same.
just one.
I can't say the same.
Just one.
But
Let's go Blazers.
no, go Blazers, dude.
And you had
Yeah,
Yale beating Auburn, which made me happy because nobody likes Auburn,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, frick Auburn. Screw it.
Yeah, no.
I'm centering myself too, but yeah,
Nobody likes Auburn.
and I like Auburn.
Oh.
Well, we'll talk about that after.
I do want to say, though, that Auburn loss was probably dictated a lot on the fact that their leading scorer got kicked out of the game 5 minutes in.
Which I don't. Did you see that the elbow? I thought it was questionable. I don't know.
Did you see he ended up going back into the locker room 15
And
minutes
tweeted,
later?
yeah,
Tweeted. He was like, LMAO, y'all funny. I was like, bro.
It was like
Straight to X.
Blazers ended up losing. That makes me even happier.
Hey, they won the SEC, though.
Hey, that doesn't matter anymore.
There's something.
Let's see, Duquesne.
DeQuesne?
DeQuesne beat BYU. Which he was at Day. Which apparently Day's not his first and last name. He's got a last name, but on the roster in the March Madness app it said Day. But anyways, he played well.
Yeah.
Big upset there.
All for nothing.
Washington State beats Drake, which I thought that was a good game, and then I mean, obviously they got knocked out next round.
There was a lot of hype behind Drake, though.
Yeah, there was.
I'm not really sure where it was coming from, if we're being completely honest.
I think it's just the history. I think they're good historically.
They've been there a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
So I think it's just them riding off of that as well. So yeah, Iowa State, obviously dominant team. This is gonna be a good matchup. Illinois and Iowa State, I think, it's gonna be a great matchup. Which whoever has that or whoever wins that game, which I don't want to say this because I don't want to jinx it. I've been really good at jinxing people lately.
You're drinking the Kool-Aid, aren't you?
I think UConn is gonna sweep San Diego State back-to-back games.
Oh, of course.
So that's gonna be a good matchup. Whoever is in that Elite Eight.
I think
So.
the only really contest that UConn has is Houston, on that side at least.
Yeah. If
Maybe Marquette. Duke's been hot. Shout out Jared McCain.
This guy's a Jared McCain.
Love that guy.
You're
See
a
his
Jared
TikTok?
McCain guy?
No, I didn't see it.
I saw it.
If you could give, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
I'd give him a high
I'm
five.
gonna say it.
I'd shake his hand.
Yeah, you do more than shaking hands. I'll tell you that.
That's insane.
Now this
He's
guy,
a good. He's hoops. He dropped 30.
He had
a
like,
bucket.
game against
I think he had
JMU.
what
Yeah,
7
he's a
threes.
bucket.
Somebody said it was
Yeah,
Jared
something like
McCain
that.
University.
I would be. Yeah.
That's actually pretty.
I mean,
good.
if you named yourself, they just said screw James Madison. It's Jared McCain University.
Oh, you're talking about JMU?
Because he dropped 33
Yeah.
on him.
Jared McCain University. That is a good one. One thing that scares me about Illinois being there is they have not been there in 20 years.
This guy really has come with facts today.
They always struggled to make it to the Sweet 16. Now that they're there, could that completely turn around the luck that they've had in the
Climb the
tournament?
mountain.
Could be. Yeah, I mean they got over the hump, but I mean you're playing a pretty sturdy Iowa State team
Yeah.
there. So
So, not to jump into that real quick. So, would you say the same thing about the Tennessee Volunteers then? If they climb this mountain to the Elite Eight,
Rick Barnes has been to the Sweet 16. This is the second year in a row in the Sweet 16.
he's been to the Elite Eight too. Never been to a Final Four. Oh, he's been to one Final Four.
When was the last time he was in the Elite Eight? Was that?
Probably was at Texas. Probably was at Texas.
I was gonna say I don't know if he's gotten Tennessee.
He didn't get there with Kevin Durant. I'll tell you that.
Nor did he get there with
No, don't even go. I know you're going with Durant and all that.
Oh,
You gotta say
God.
Grant.
Yeah, before I said it, I thought like it doesn't sound as cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Grant Williams.
I did,
and Admiral Schofield.
I saw a tweet that said if you could pick any former Tennessee player to join the team right now,
I'd say.
pick.
Oh, I'm taking Grant or Admiral.
I said Admiral.
They're giving Edie the work.
Regardless, not
Really?
age, not age
Regardless.
right now. Age when they were playing.
Yeah, if
Just throw 'em
they're
in
giving
there.
Edie the work, dude.
Tobias Harris.
Oh, I didn't think about Tobias too.
He's filled in a lot of
What
parts.
about Jaden Springer? He was a pretty good UT basketball.
Yeah,
player.
there for a year, right?
Dude, honestly,
Kennedy Chandler was good too.
Kenny
He was kinda
Chandler. I
undersized.
think we were just talking about this actually. Kind of off on a ramble fest real quick.
I just saw it, tweet
But-
and I had to think about it.
Was that? Who was I talking? I don't know. It wasn't you. I don't think I was talking to you about it. Dang. I always do this. I can't remember who I was talking about. But if Kennedy Chandler came back, we got beat by Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he would have came back and he would have been here for the FAU, and this is all what ifs, what it could have been.
Yeah.
Dude, I think if he would have come back for another year, first off, we would have beat FAU easily. But I think he also would have been a better overall NBA prospect such player.
Yeah.
Because I think I don't even know. He's like Grizzlies G League.
Yeah,
and then he got cut.
He's Grizzlies G League. And the thing with he was always undersized. I mean, the guy's like what 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
I mean, he played well in the SEC, and that it's hard to do that as a guy who's 6 feet tall. But
Yeah. Oh, and then
if he had one more year, it probably would have gone
Yeah.
a long way.
and I was listening to a podcast about this too, and they were just talking about Sorry, we kind of jumped to Tennessee. That's my bad. That's my bad, guys. But
I'll take the blame.
no, I think that was me. That was me. But
Share it.
share blame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
But they're talking about how Rick Barnes' team with, Keon and Jaden, and then you got the one and done with Kennedy Chandler. That wasn't always Rick Barnes' like formula to his teams, and they were saying that with that Keon and Jaden year, It seemed like that team was off. I thought it was too, honestly.
It felt that way.
Um,
It did feel that way.
but I think this team, with how experienced they are, and then you add the Dalton Connect aspect.
He has changed their team.
He's definitely changed it, but I think this is the most well-rounded team because going into this now with the Texas game, I think that if that's any other team, we lose that game easily.
I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I thought y'all were gonna lose that game.
Yeah, I was with Brady Jackson, and
It
we
just
were
doesn't
sitting
need
there.
to depend on Connect so much.
No.
Somebody needs to do something.
And that I was gonna say for y'all to get past Creighton. I guess that game's on Friday night.
10 o'clock tip-off.
Everything needs to click.
I don't know why they gave y'all the late night, but I think for y'all to get past Creighton, I think Josiah James is gonna have to
Something,
have
dude.
to show.
He's
That's
been playing out of his mind, so that's been helping.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
But
It cannot be a one-man show though.
it has been the whole season.
Yeah,
But it can't on March.
no.
You can do it playing Tennessee Tech and stuff, but you can't.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see if Rick can do it though.
If we get... See, here's the deal. I think
if we make it to the Final Four, Elite Eight, I call it a win.
if we make it to the Final Four, first off, no matter how much a ticket is, I will be in at that arena. I'll be in there. I don't care if I have to pay all my savings.
When do you? What is it? The end of the beginning of April.
Yeah.
I leave next Wednesday after work, and the first game I think is Friday.
Yeah, the
So
first one.
depending on how this weekend goes, I'll either be a really happy ball fan or a really sad, depressed ball fan. But
Either way, you're gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there no matter what. But anyways, not the point of the situation. But there was a reason I just lost my train of thought because I got so excited thinking about it.
We can fly over to the south.
Yeah, we'll fly. We'll come back. We'll come back to that.
We got Houston just running through people, of course.
Well, that A&M game was wild.
I mean that just looked like.
Yeah.
I mean everybody was just standing still and they were just shooting.
I gotta
Yeah.
tell you,
You just get a bucket, you want a bucket.
Yeah.
I feel bad for anybody who took A&M plus whatever the spread was live money.
Oh, dude.
Me being one of those people.
Same personal experience.
I was watching the A&M Houston game at work. It was the last game on that night, and so me and my buddy ended up staying late at work to watch the rest of the game. And I had taken A&M plus 4.5. Probably, I think they were like, it was probably like a 2-point game in the first half of the game, and so I was like, whatever. And we get to the end of the game, and there's 1.2 seconds left.
So
First off, Wade Taylor was just throwing up. He was
yeah, that
just
was I don't even
chucking up
know,
shots.
dude. That was awful.
And of course they're gonna draw up a play for their shooter, but he doesn't end up getting open. And they throw a ground ball to the guy,
Yeah.
and he catches it. And at that point they were down by 3. So my bet is, I mean, I'm hitting right now. I'm plus 4.5, and they catch it, and the ball's in the air, and I'm like, there goes that parlay. I mean, that parlay's gone. It goes down, and I'm like, yep, Houston's about to win by 5.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's a bad beat.
That's
it was
terrible.
tragic.
That's
It was
terrible.
tragic.
Win by
It was a
5, you had him at 4.5.
5-leg parlay. That was the only thing that did it.
Oh, dude, that's tough.
I was on the floor at work. I was like, this is why I hate
Dude,
it.
I think Wade Taylor only had like 2 points
Yeah.
for the longest time. I think
Yeah.
he ended up coming up to
He had like 2 at halftime.
yeah.
But
Someone
he,
was
he woke up.
yeah, that was a terrible. I felt bad. And then you got Jerry McCain University versus Duke.
Yeah. Jared McCain University beat Wisconsin.
I think he had dude. See now I wish
he had half of
their points.
James Madison's points.
Yeah. Well, I wish I had more notes like this guy did, but I think going into at some point he had like every point, but like maybe 3 or 4 points for Duke. I mean, he started off 3 for 3 with 3 for 3 with 3 threes. I think it was.
He wasn't really playing like that all year, though. I mean, he's been good all year.
Yeah, he told me he was waiting
But-
till March. Me and him were on that level. I know the guy.
Yeah.
But
He
round of
responded.
32.
I just don't think they get past Houston.
No, I don't know, dude. You know, the way they.
I like the coaching
will
matchup
say-
there.
I will say though, with Houston and that A&M game, they had 4 of their 5 starters that fouled out.
Facts.
So that was a brutal. Just
Houston's getting healthier.
yeah,
At the right time.
and Shed.
That guy.
Shed, he ended up fouling out in OT, but he's a friggin' I think he's up there with player of the year. I'll be honest. He's not going to win it. It's going to be Edie most likely. But
he reminds me, and I don't. This is probably just because the guy I'm about to say also plays in Houston. He plays for the Rockets. He reminds me of Cam Whitmore.
okay, yeah,
The way that he plays
pretty good at this.
basketball, just like hard nosed, gritty basketball player.
definitely.
But I think my biggest takeaway out of that matchup was the coaching matchup. Kelvin Sampson,
He's, I
great
think,
ball coach.
he needs to be talked about one of the not greatest but better
Yeah.
college coaches in my opinion. If you look at his track record,
And the way that he has his teams playing defense, I mean, they're locked down. And so Kelvin Sampson versus John Shire, I think that's a pretty good coaching matchup for all of our head coaching nerds
Definitely.
out there.
well, you gotta. Well, I wouldn't say protege of Coach K, but he's Coach K protege. Yeah.
It would be interesting if he can get past Houston here, because if he makes the Elite Eight, they're
And
going to
I
start
definitely
talking about him a
think
lot.
he's a Coach K protege if
Yeah,
if that case.
he played for him and he was right behind them the
Yeah.
entire time.
So
But
now we got the
Texas Tech beat.
was it Big Comfy? Aren't they calling
losing
Big
to
Cozy? Big Cozy, NC State versus Marquette.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they call DJ Burns? Is it Big Cozy or no? It sounds like that.
Is it Baby Burns?
Baby Burns, something
Is that
like
what they're
that.
I just want to talk about this absolutely phenomenal performance from Golke.
Oh, Jack
my
Golk.
God.
Dude.
I mean,
oh, we
the
didn't
guy
even
is
get to
an absolute dog.
flowers.
yeah, every day that Kentucky loses is a great day to be
Oh,
alive. I will say that. And Jack Golke with 10 threes, dude.
Because I was talking to a guy named Will Tracy. We were playing golf that day, and he was like, I'm very confident. We're playing Oakland.
Is he a Kentucky fan?
Ooh.
Oh, dude.
He
I
should
was
be.
like- I mean,
he
I
should
was
be
like-
used to this now, though.
I was like, there's no way they lose to Oakland. They might lose to Texas Tech or NC State eventually. But I had them going all the way to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
I had Kentucky beating Houston.
Yeah,
I was high on Kentucky because they have some demons.
I mean
And then
they've
just get baffled.
like 3 or 4 lottery picks.
Yeah.
People were talking about Reed Shepard going top 5.
I mean, he's on the
Projected
bench.
as
That's
Spurs,
crazy.
Oh,
It's the same thing they did with Devin Booker, though. It's
Him
like-
and Rod.
and
Rob Dillingham.
You've got those two guys on the bench. I mean,
Yeah, Antonio, which apparently Antonio Reeves isn't good. They're projecting him not to go drafted, which is
Really?
baffles me. And
I
DJ
don't- I
Wagner.
don't see how they didn't figure it out.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, okay, this was a huge thing that they were talking about this week. Was first off, Cal being gone, he's not. He's gonna stay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100.
I love it. I don't think you fire this guy. I think he's one of the best coaches out there. But the product of the one and dones is not a winning product anymore,
No.
in my opinion. Especially in March.
I'd agree.
And they were talking about that with like even the Oakland matchup. You had guys that have been there for years and they're older.
Mhm.
They've played longer together, and that just shows you. I don't want to say immaturity because it's not the right term, but the lack of experience with the freshmen. And not throwing any shade, but it seemed like Cal was kind of calling them out, even though he recruited them.
Yeah.
But
I want to bring up that I remember you said something about these recruits, and I was thinking about Duke.
Cooper
And how
Flag?
They're going to be absolutely nasty next
yeah,
I think at least, because they have that Cooper Flag coming, and they have this guy right here.
Isaiah Evans is also.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
going to North
Come
Carolina?
on, Malak guy.
was he a
7'1".
Yeah,
And
there
you've
we
got
go.
Cooper Flag at 6'9" that moves like a
That
point
dude's an
guard.
athlete.
So
Isaiah Evans is really good too.
that's why I got to bring that because if they can't figure it out next year, especially with
Um,
Jared McCain on the court. I mean,
With Kentucky back.
Wait, I
y'all
think-
remember the big
Where's he
Z
going?
hype? You remember the big Z?
Oh,
hype?
dude, yeah, we'll get back to it. Yeah, dude, he did not.
What happened with that guy?
He was like,
Because his first game of the year was against
yeah,
Georgia.
he had like 20 points.
and I'm watching his highlights. He's throwing behind the back passes
Yeah.
as he's driving in the lane. I'm like,
white chocolate.
Kentucky's gonna win the national championship if that guy stays healthy. But you know,
He dude, ironically every game I watched he didn't play much, and then he played a little bit with Tennessee that last game at Lexington.
yeah,
Or I meant in Knoxville. And I think the hype was he was a 7-footer. Obviously he didn't play most of the year because of the transfer
yeah.
stuff. Or I don't even think it was transfer, it was the eligibility stuff, which I think
Mhm.
is BS in my opinion. But I mean he had his debut and
Dude,
he
was
played
going
well in his
crazy.
debut, and from what I think he shoots pretty well as a 7-footer too, from what I see.
That guy was
Um,
giving me nightmares as a Georgia fan.
Oh yeah, I forgot this guy's a Georgia fan, FYI.
I mean, they're good at everything else. at
Yeah.
basketball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shouts out to my dogs.
I was about to say they're
NIT
the
semifinalists.
They're the
baby.
NIT semi.
Let's go.
But
Got the dub over Ohio State last night.
There we
dubs,
go.
big dubs.
Let's go.
There's some positives. there.
yeah,
Owning Ohio State in every sport. We'll take it.
exactly.
But Marquette lose to NC State, you think?
No, I think every good Cinderella story has to have an end, and with
You
NC
think this
State,
is it?
I mean they had all that success in the ACC tourney.
Who's stopping that big guy though?
Well, he's not DJ.
Dude, they were walking out. I don't know what that song was, but they were walking out to some
I
like
saw the video. I don't remember.
hard ass song. I mean, that guy looked like he had death in his eyes.
I didn't know that he played at UT for a
He
year.
did. He played
I had
for
no idea.
he played for 1 year, and then he transferred to Winthrop, yeah, or Winthrop, yeah.
I mean, that guy gets his way in the paint.
Yeah.
But
Takes him a little bit to get down the court.
this
but once
is
he's down
yeah,
there-
That's the one thing that what dude? Who was it that dude? They were doing an interview, and he was like, "Where'd all the weight come from?" And he's like, "Sorry." Like DJ Bird's like, "Sorry," and the guy was just baffled because he was like, it was a stupid question, but honestly, like he does come in for like minute bursts. He's not out there the whole game.
Yeah.
No offense to with a guy that size, it's
I think what's gonna hurt NC State the most is the time off.
yeah.
I mean, they obviously playing like 7 games in 12 days or however many games it was is very hard to do, and to win all of those games is very hard. But I think it kind of builds momentum in a way that you're kind of like, let's just keep playing. Like,
Yeah.
let's play tomorrow, let's play the next day. And I think them having to take a week off is probably gonna hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're looking at how
lose your groove.
it also might I wouldn't say backfire, but like okay, you get to rest your legs a little bit.
Hmm. That's true.
But,
But if you look at it the other way, as well.
You also lose the mental side.
No, I think this is what I think they lose. In my heart, I think they lose. In my mind, the way they're playing and how hot, I think they think they're the Kings right now, which props them.
Hey, they got that Jimmy V behind them.
Yeah.
That's what. I don't think they've been on a run like this since Jimmy V was coaching them
That was
and won the whole thing.
yeah, that was that the buzzer beater year, right? Yeah.
Mhm. 81. I think.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
I think Marquette having Tyler Kolek back probably goes a long way.
and I love
Kid's
Shaka.
a beast.
I love Shaka too. As much I know he didn't have that much success at Texas, but they were saying that Texas is just like a road stop for
Yeah.
coaches because Chris Beard was there. Granted, he had a different situation, but
We don't have to talk about that.
yeah, not talking about that. But dude, I love Shaka. So I don't know.
My notes I had was Shaka versus Cinderella.
Shaka versus Cinderella.
Because Shaka used to be the Cinderella
Yeah.
at VCU.
Yeah.
And he led him to the Final Four, so it's kind of interesting to see that he's on the other side of it.
Going to the West. Let's start with the West.
Got North Carolina, walking Wagner, walking Michigan State. Now they got Bama.
Which I'll take real quick. I'll take back everything I said about March Izzo. Even though they got beat in the second round, I had so many doubts. So many doubts. I was like, Mississippi State's gonna go here and
Mississippi State.
Yeah.
so I thought they were gonna go in there and get absolutely waxed by Mississippi State. Obviously not.
They did all the waxing.
They did all the
We'll
waxing.
talk. We had the highs of the Lopes beating St. Mary's.
If you would have played, if you would have that's the thing that kills me, dude.
They
Like,
played so well in the first 30 minutes of the game, and then they
dude, like that was okay. If you watch it's a game of halves.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you get in foul trouble because they're flying around that first half, and that's what they do. I mean, obviously, because I watch a lot of GCU ball alumni. That's what they do. They fly around, they get blocks.
Yeah.
Obviously they weren't shooting well. It happens. It sucks that it happened then.
what's who's number 7? He was hooping.
Ty Grant.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah, he was hooping.
He's a dog. He was
He
the
had-
only one out there
He had
balling.
30, didn't 30 something.
Yeah.
You realize how good of a win that is, though, against... You got to give them credit.
Yeah.
St. Mary's hadn't lost
Mm-mm.
to a team not named Gonzaga since December 23rd.
Exactly.
They were like
That's what. And
13-1.
Dude, that's what's frustrating is because like I'm telling you,
They played good against
if we would have just hit some shots, and I don't want to discredit Ray Harrison because that dude, I mean, he carried last year when Javon Blackshear went down. He stood up. He was like, "This is my team now." Played well, but he was just taking some shots, man, that were just questionable. I think he was 1 for 8 the whole day,
Mm.
and
Can't have that in March.
Can't have
The worst part that happened in the Alabama game with Grand Canyon was Bama. They got to the line, they made their first free throw, missed their second, got the offensive rebound.
Yeah.
The
Got to the
offensive rebounds
line,
were
made the
non-existent.
first one, missed the second, got another rebound, and it was back to back to back. And
That's
next thing you know, they're
That's
up
what
by
controlled the game.
Yeah. Well, and also,
Alabama was getting their way in the paint.
yeah. Also, free throws, though. I mean, we missed 15 free throws.
Yeah.
Free throws wins championships.
There was just, I think it was where Alabama had like 20-some points off just free throws.
Yeah. And also, I don't want to say, because
You take 15 of those 20, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this is what sucks, is because how hard the media was on the Lopes. Because that hurt me. They were all saying, like, that was worst thing they'd ever witnessed.
They know nothing about
They
it.
don't know any ball, dude.
They don't
They
know
didn't,
local
go
ball.
to, they didn't go to GCU.
They didn't go to
don't know.
GCU. I will say it was that last 4 minutes they did. I think it was Charles Barkley. Chuck was saying this, that it was all one-on-one ball. Like, that's not, you got to run. You do have to run sets.
Yeah.
You have to run plays. You can't win games just playing one-on-one.
Especially against Alabama.
Exactly.
Is it the Antelopes?
The Antelopes.
Okay, I just had to clarify.
Come on, man.
I got it wrong. I wasn't doing this.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I was just
It's
like
Lopes
this.
up, baby.
Let's go.
And
I had more of the hook 'em.
Uh,
I had to get it right.
Also, real quick, I
That-
think
that was on me. I had the wrong hand signal.
I will say real quick, I think Bryce Drew might be out at GCU too. He's in one of the final candidates for Oklahoma State's head coaching job. So if that's the case, then Lopes might not be back for a little bit. Lopes might
That was the
not.
first one, right? First win, at least.
Yeah, first win.
Yeah.
We've been to 3 in the past 4 years too. Although we were a 16 seed versus number 1 Iowa when they had Luke, and then we were at a
I like to see
15-2. And then this one was 12-5. But enough of the Lope talk. Clemson surprised me too. I thought New Mexico was the
Yeah.
better team. They were favored, the better team.
Nobody was talking about Clemson.
No, I mean,
Swept under the rug.
I didn't know anything about them.
I was not familiar with
I wasn't familiar
They
with
were-
their ball.
they were ranked like early on in the year, and then obviously kind of went downhill. But
The game that they played against Boston College, though, in the ACC tournament, they looked terrible.
yeah,
That's what I was honestly kind of surprised that Clemson. I think Clemson. A lot of people probably looked at them as they were overseeded.
that's what I mean. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think they were 6,
No,
but
I mean they've shot lights out,
honestly, yeah. And
making a tournament.
the Arizona matchup's gonna be interesting.
They
I love-
ran through toothpaste.
You talking about Arizona?
Colgate.
I was like, I heard toothpaste. I thought you were talking about Arizona's cakewalk.
I love changing the names. We got DeQuesne, toothpaste.
But so I think my Jared McCain is Caleb Love. I'll be honest. I love Caleb
I like
Love.
it. I like it.
And
Have you seen all the TikToks they're making in the locker room? The Arizona
UNC
team?
or
There's this white guy on the bench, and he makes all these TikToks, and he just shows all the players. I'll show you.
there was
some
one. It was like who's the D1? Who's a walk on?
Yeah.
Who's the D1?
after. It was like Caleb Love and like a couple other guys, and it was just this white guy.
Yeah.
somewhere. Everybody was like, Caleb Love, he's the one.
But yeah, I
That'd
love.
be storybook if we got Arizona UNC to make it to see
Dude,
who
I
goes to
want
the
that
Final
so
Four.
bad, and I want Caleb Love to win. I'm sorry. I
I forgot
him.
he came from you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I for a hard dude.
Did he hoop last year too?
He hooped. That's an understatement.
He was a
hooped.
bucket.
Was there a reason he left?
Money. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Arizona's they're a storied college basketball program.
And it's
Is
beautiful
that
out there.
Ballo guy still there?
Well, actually, Caleb Love, he was gonna go to Michigan. He couldn't get in.
Are you serious? I didn't
He
know
got
that.
he got rejected
You're talking
to
about out of
get
high
into
school or the
Michigan.
transfer?
out of the transfer portal. So
Really?
last year, but yeah, he got denied to get into Michigan.
I didn't know. I didn't know it. That's news.
Zona was his second choice.
Which is I love Tucson. Yeah, honestly, Tucson's pretty sweet. I think that's an upgrade in my opinion.
100%. I'd rather be in Tucson than in Auburn.
Yeah.
man. I guess.
Nothing really exciting in the bottom of it.
No.
Long Beach just getting demolished.
Was a pretty cool story with their head coach though.
Yeah,
That
him-
Dan Munson guy.
yeah, he got fired before, and he was like, "We're gonna let him ride out the season."
Let's just let him
they make it to
play.
March Madness.
Yeah, I hope
Only
he.
20. I guess that's not horrible.
I hope he gets a job somewhere.
They were hanging with him for a little bit.
Yeah, dude. I thought honestly, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
but because I have Arizona winning.
Yeah,
They're gonna win it all.
Close
So-
one with Dayton, and now they got Clemson
Yeah,
tomorrow at 7.
That Dayton game was a good one too. The Arizona Dayton.
I didn't get to watch that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't say I did either.
Well, if we're gonna mention Dayton, we gotta talk about their comeback against Nevada. They were down by 17 with like 5 minutes left,
Oh wow.
and they
Yeah, I
came
didn't
back.
watch that one either.
Yeah, I didn't.
They were doing the same thing with Arizona.
Yeah.
So, whew. But
Move on to Midwest.
The most overrated guy in the world.
Yeah, I don't know Andrew. I don't know how you feel about Zach Edey. I want your input real quick. And there's a right and a wrong answer. I'll be honest.
I know y'all's opinion on him because we were talking about it a little bit before we got rolling. But I think he's a good basketball player, but he's not like.
He's a good tall man.
It would be it would be different if like he was as skilled as like Wemby or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he can't really dribble. He can't really shoot.
He sets picks and rolls and gets back, and then he gets fouled. That's all he does.
I do hate the way that he is officiated. I think it's crap
So
every
you see
single
it too?
game.
You see it too?
100%.
He's a good basketball player. He's 7'6".
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be good, right?
7'4". Don't give him that.
No, 7'4".
A lot of
shoes he's
7'4"
wearing.
guys would be good at basketball, but
Dude, if I was 7'4", I'd be out there doing the same exact thing though.
Yeah.
Let me get to the line, get those free throws.
I'd be hooping.
This is what
be calling for
I wouldn't
every
be
whistle
picking up
from
on
the
Thursday
ref.
nights. I'd be here.
And one. Every shot you
Yeah.
put up is an and one.
This is where the Twitter beef got rolling. And we were talking about this before. I had some Twitter beef with some Purdue fans. If y'all didn't know, I'm a big Twitter beef guy. I love it. That's what I live for now.
God loves X.
I love X, man. But I don't even remember how it got started, but this is my point. When you got a guy 7'4", let's say you're 6'8", like what's a reasonable size for a center in college basketball?
6'8" to 6'9".
I'd say 6'8", 6'9". You know, you maybe got your 7-footer here and there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to play physical with him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see how physical he's playing as 7'4" guy, you're gonna have to play physical.
Yeah.
So I think if you're letting Zach be as physical, then you gotta let this guy be physical. Because I mean, that guy's he's obviously trying to get the positioning.
You
but
have to be, right? You have to be
Yeah.
physical with somebody.
so
that's
when you call a
taller
foul, when you call a foul on the opponent, I think it's BS. I just let him play, dude. Let him play.
Yeah, and you can tell like a lot of the times, like when he is driving into the paint, he is driving to get fouled.
Yeah.
And that's a not a very fun product to watch on the basketball court.
That's what I don't want to hate on Purdue, dude. I mean, I've got every
He
reason.
just sits down there and is like this.
I've got every
Yeah.
reason to
Just
hate.
throw it down
Actually,
there,
you know
too.
what?
I mean,
I try to say it unbiased here, but I do hate Purdue.
I just think you don't want to see him.
I do hate. No, I want to.
They've got some shooters too. I mean,
Braden Smith, whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
He's a bucket.
The other white dude.
they've got that real lanky guy.
The
that-
real lanky white
He
dude.
just did the most butter release I've ever seen. He just, boom,
Yeah.
in the bottom of the net. And I'm like, well, you can close out in the paint. He's just gonna grab it, throw it back. in.
Yeah, exactly. If you try to double team Edey, there's gonna be a three. There's
I
gonna
mean,
be someone.
they're a
open at
good
three.
team. I just don't like him.
I did think their game against Utah State would be a little bit closer.
That's what-
wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's I'm just saying, dude. The
They were,
fouls.
they were down.
It's
What?
the
The
refs.
fouls. I mean, their big man had 3 fouls in the first half.
They weren't down that much at half. were they?
No, it was like a
No.
10-point game.
That's the thing. Like, and then
they
you
get dropped by 40.
like GCU
39.
did when you're in foul trouble, you got to play different.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I didn't think they were gonna win. I thought it was gonna be a closer game, but
Does Gonzaga have a dominant big man?
no.
No one like Edey.
But I will say that they did play in Maui, and that was a close game in Maui. And I think they are two different teams now.
Yeah.
But the way the Zags are hot, it's gonna be a good game.
Mark Few.
Mark,
Those
don't
are my
count out
boys.
the young man. Don't count out the young. Well, not
Mark
young
Few
man.
has made the Sweet 16 9 years in a row.
I was about to say,
that
that's-
Gonzaga has made the tournament. They've won twice.
If you're
every
talking about
year.
Rick Barnes not winning March, you got to talk about this guy. He's been to some. Sorry, that's a shot for no
Who,
reason.
Mark Few?
That's a shot for no reason.
Sounds like he's been pretty
I
successful.
was gonna say.
Has he won the whole thing yet? No, he hasn't.
No, but he made it to the Final Four or something. Rick Barnes hadn't done with Tennessee.
Okay. All right.
Don't
All
talk
right,
on my
guy.
Zags.
All right, guy.
We gotta talk about Gonzaga beating McNeese because Chase owed me 100 push-ups.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, dude. You look at McNeese and you look how they played the whole year. I don't care if they played the Mississippi College women, which they did. They were dominant, and I thought I thought it was a different story. I was like, okay. I think everybody fell for that trap too. I mean,
me.
not you,
Not me.
not you.
They those
but-
Bulldogs.
A lot of people heard Will Wade's
good
name.
Bulldogs.
I mean, Will Wade getting
Great.
another team in the tournament is impressive.
He's a chat legend.
He is a chat legend.
Shout out 423.
I think Didn't he get in trouble for like gambling or something?
At LSU. Oh, was it? It wasn't at Chattanooga.
No, I think it was at LSU. Yeah.
The LSU people, man. You can't trust them.
You can't trust him at all, man.
Hate them.
Seriously, dude.
But
Kansas and Sanford was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
yeah,
God,
dude,
you want to
Sanford-
talk
oh.
about an absolute blown call?
Did you have them at +3 or something?
No, I
No,
didn't.
no. That, did you not? Did you see that play, Jack?
Oh my!
I mean,
gosh.
okay, we might have to pull this video up real quick.
I'm still stuck on. We'll talk about it in a
Jack,
second.
Jack, go to YouTube real quick, and you're gonna watch this video. It's so because I mean, everyone and their mother saw it was a block, and the refs.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Refs just decided.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what? Screw it. I'll say it. The refs need accountability. I don't care. That was a blown call.
Yeah.
Sanford. I mean, they meant
Like
They had-
the first search, Sanford block.
Sanford block.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh
Just-
my gosh, this is so bad.
I mean, old Bucky ball out here. Yeah.
I mean, can there be any type of rule that you can overturn that?
They're not. I mean, I think there needs to be some. I mean, obviously there's not.
No
And then
challenge? Like,
Timberlake.
You can say you get one challenge a half. Like,
I don't mean to be throwing shade on guys, but Timberlake after the game saying, "Yeah, that was a foul." Bull crap, dude. Bull crap.
he went to sleep at night knowing he just lied.
Yeah.
oh my!
I mean, that's
He didn't touch him.
The
I
way
mean-
he fell is probably why they called that. That was probably half the reason
That's
why
all
they called
ball.
that.
That's all ball. And I'm
That
just.
is all
They
ball.
would have gotten the ball back. They would have had numbers. I mean, what?
There's 15 seconds left?
15
Yeah.
seconds left.
down a point.
Dude, that's just depressing.
Sanford was getting ready to be America's team.
Oh,
I was cheering for him.
I was
Oh,
cheering my nuts off.
Can we just hop back up
Mhm.
to the South real quick? I want to talk about that Florida game.
Oh yeah, we have to.
202 total
That's-
points.
That's straight push off to
Oh.
win the game.
Shout
I'm
out
not
Graham,
even a
dude.
Florida fan, and that was heartbroken.
Shout out Graham.
Because I mean, I was big on Colorado and the college football.
Yeah.
Just because of Dion.
Prime time.
I like seeing Florida lose.
I was pretty happy watching Florida lose. I was at work, and one of the guys I work with, he's a massive Florida fan.
The guy I work with.
Sounds like
yeah.
He was helping a customer in the store, and we were watching the game, and he just put his hands down. He was just so sad.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it was a push.
It's
off.
Funny,
heartbreaking.
it's funny seeing that side of it because I was walking through said workplace and I just gator chomped that.
I like seeing Florida losing anything, but it was definitely heartbreaking. If I wasn't
Yeah.
a Florida fan.
I mean, that messed up my bracket.
But
I think
love
Florida
seeing
could have gone far.
Yeah.
love seeing South Carolina lose too. That makes me happy.
Yep.
I
Ever
don't.
since that guy shushing the crowd. In
Okay,
Knoxville.
Vanderbilt Trent. Well, I forget his name. That's how
I don't even want to know his name.
I don't even.
He's sitting in the same place we're sitting right now.
Here's the deal.
On the couch.
As much as I don't like South Carolina, I do love Lamont. I think he's one of the
Great
better.
coach.
I think he should be coach of the year in my opinion. For being
They weren't worth anything last year, were they?
No. They only had like 8 scholarship guys. I think.
They had to fire. Who was their coach before? It was that guy who was at TCU. That super. He was always He was always raging on the court. What was that guy's name?
I don't remember, but
Something Frank.
I like South Carolina outside of Spencer Rattler and Hendon Hooker's ACL. I think basketball wise, I can respect him just because I love Lamont. I liked him when he was at
Respect the
Chattanooga.
program, but I don't know what that guy's name is. I don't like him.
Yeah, no, that was downright disrespectful.
You want to talk about a good basketball coach? Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon's coach. He knows how to fire them boys up for the tournament. For
that-
real.
that's facts.
Oh man, they really weren't competing.
Dude,
but
they only had they had 5 guys and 2 coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they had a dude. I forget his name. He went to Wasatch Academy. White dude. I forget his name. But
Dana Altman is it?
and then there was that. What was his name? Dante. Something Dante.
Yeah,
That would have been a
and
scary
Don-
matchup
yeah.
if we had to play him.
That's a guy who could guard Zach Edey.
Didn't you post in there?
Yeah.
Fall in Dante.
Didn't you say that Meaty Johnson was?
Yeah, Meechie Johnson hit the
Transferring?
transfer portal. So did was it KD Johnson from Auburn?
Yeah, I saw
KD,
that.
KD
Yeah.
hit
Oh,
the-
I don't know how he
Ninja
still
Turtle.
has.
Yeah.
I don't
Hate
know
that
how
guy.
he still has eligibility.
Yeah.
He's been in
Dude,
college for years.
Speaking of that dude from Texas that threw Jordan Gaines.
Miles Stute is his name.
Miles,
Yep, there
yeah.
he is.
Jackson.
Eli
Jackson.
This weasel.
Yeah, Sparky.
He's
dude.
a
He's a Baylor kid.
yes, sir. Shouts out the alumni,
The
baby.
guy went to Baylor.
Yeah, he
Eli
averaged
Sparkman?
like 3 minutes.
Oh,
all
Eli
year.
Sparkman. I thought you were talking
No,
about.
well, he
Miles
played a
Stewart.
lot last year, dude.
Did he really?
He played. Yeah, he was. Well, because that's
You have a
how.
brother that went to Silverdale.
Ben
Ben Sparkman.
Ben went, but he transferred
Yeah,
to Baylor
yeah.
too.
He did.
I think he was in 20. Was he in Archbells?
I wasn't.
he was a year.
I wasn't aware he was a hooper.
Eli, yeah, Eli was, but yeah,
They
he,
love him up there in
since
Columbia.
their bench was so small, he came in a lot last year.
Yeah.
And he played really well. Now, obviously, he's different story this year, but
Creighton. beat
that was
Oregon.
the Oregon Creighton game was also that was an OT game too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a double overtime game.
Double OT. Yeah,
The rare double digit win in overtime.
Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, kind of tough to when you're playing with so small a bench, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
Rick Barnes beating his former school.
moving on,
It's
yeah,
always nice.
moving on. I want to bring that dude.
Long love between those two coaches.
All love.
They
Although,
hugged it out before the game.
Whatever his
Hugged
name
it
is,
out after the game.
number 30 on Texas can absolutely go away. Well, I forget his name. The one that threw Jordan Gainey.
Oh yeah,
But
That guy's like the. He's a nice bench rider.
dude, well, first off, apparently he's a 6-year, and I don't know if this
God.
I don't know if this is
Guy's
real.
older than us.
I don't know if this is real or if someone just posted this, just joked around. But apparently he's coming back next year for another year.
What they have 2 years of COVID?
I guess so. What's his name, real
You
quick?
must be talking about Brock Cunningham.
Yeah, look at.
Yeah.
Can someone fact check me on Brock Cunningham real
This
quick?
this cat.
Yeah, look up him on and just go to news and see if there's anything on him.
Oh,
This guy always
Says
does.
he's a senior. He's been at Texas since 2019.
he's 25.
Now-
All right. He's got to get his own
Can, you
insurance.
find his, can someone go to his Instagram real quick? Game real quick though. I mean that was. We can't have a worse shooting performance. I think.
Yeah, y'all. Y'all were the shooting performance that y'all put on against Texas was
I saw the stat.
y'all went 3 of 25 from behind the arc,
Mhm.
which was the worst. That 12% behind the arc was the worst from a team to advance in the tournament ever.
Now.
Ever.
We're breaking narratives here.
So if y'all
I
can
mean, you got to
shoot,
set some sort of record,
Yeah.
right?
if y'all can shoot well, Tennessee may be a lock to the Final Four.
Don't say.
I'm not just saying that because I know
Yes,
you're gonna be
jinxed it. Here we
there.
go.
All right, everybody, put your money on Creighton.
Not even
this
dropping
week.
50 against Creighton.
Creighton wins by 35.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, if we have any type of offense, and Dalton played poor, he's still, I think, 17.
He just
Yeah.
can't do it more.
But if we have guys, we talked about this before, but if we have guys that actually, even if Josiah just gets, now, quick thing, how many points did Jonas Adu have?
20 something, right?
He had 20.
I think
So every
so.
time that Jonas has had more than 12 points,
Really?
that's a weird thing. Every time that Josiah Jordan has had more than 7 points, we've won. So like I said, if we have guys that actually step up and play to their ability, like I think they can, it's a win.
Jonas had 11, but he had 4 defensive rebounds.
So this was like, yeah,
Connect
He's
had
doing so much
18.
better than that. That was the game before.
yeah, it's probably 11 points. Yeah, so Tobe had 10.
I was gonna say that Awaka guy off the bench had 10.
3 for 25 is sickening.
It
Yeah, Walker had his way in the first half.
They were letting us shoot the ball too. Like they weren't even.
You know, that's just disrespectful.
If you let me shoot the ball, I'm hitting one at least.
I mean, you got to, right? You do it for a
Jackson,
living.
you've seen me hoop.
I don't know, Chase.
Chase
I get
might
your
not hit
weekly.
one.
I get your weekly. Your weekly hoop updates. Be careful there.
No, I mean, if you give
We
me,
know Chase cannot hoop.
I can hoop. I have better assets other places.
You got Hall of Fame dimer. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
You can pass the rock.
I can pass the rock a little
Jason Williams.
bit. Yeah, that's me out
White
there.
chocolate.
That's me out there.
I mean, Connect has a bad night and still
Has-
18. I mean,
Would you say he's a free throw merchant?
7 of his 18 were free throws. Well, like 15 from 18 free throw. That's 83%, right?
Yeah.
That 3 for 25 needs to maybe jump up to
maybe add
maybe
5
12
more.
or
Maybe
15 from
this
25.
is what gets me. And I what is it that who was? I mean, there's that meme about like he went like 0 for 30. He's like you don't stop shooting. at some point you got to stop shooting threes. You know,
No,
Yeah.
just keep chucking them.
obviously.
Like you said, one's gonna drop,
one
and it might be the one that wins the game.
All right, who? So Dalton hit one, Zakai hit one, and
Dalton
Josiah
went-
hit
yeah.
a big three. He hit a big three at the end of the game.
Yep.
That was massive from Josiah.
But Dalton and Zakai Ziegler combined were 2 for 16.
Yeah, that didn't happen another time. I'll tell you that.
That can happen another time.
Now I am curious.
It better not happen.
Be
another
fine. They're gonna be
time.
taking a nice trip back.
I am curious because this is always a topic in this tournament is especially in the Final Four, they're playing in the Cardinal Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is stupid.
I know where you're going with this.
The depth perception and
Yep.
the shooting, because
The black curtain.
it's harder to shoot in a stadium like that than it is in an arena. Now,
I can't shoot anywhere, so no matter where you put me.
but I'm curious on. Do you think because I mean that's a dumb thing because you're playing different places throughout the whole year, but I don't want to say that they were playing at the Hornets. I think Hornets Arena. I mean, those rims were just clanking. I'll be honest. Every game I watched, those rims were clanking.
Is that something that they do every March? Because if you really watch March Madness and you watch college basketball throughout the entire year as well, no other rims make the noise
No.
that they make.
That's what
unless they're in March.
You
I think
there's
it's like-
mics behind the board that makes it sound like that. Or?
That is a random thing. I've always wondered. We'll get to that in a second, but is it like the NBA or NBA rims different than college rims? Like I don't know, because I know exactly what you're talking
I
about.
think they put mics there, but even then, like
They look a little stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You didn't get nothing but netted.
yeah. Like it is.
Even like because Creighton, they ended up turning around, but Creighton's a good 3-point shooting team, and they didn't play well against Oregon shooting.
No.
So I don't know if it's just the different.
I agree with you on that stadium take though. I guess it was probably like 2016 or 2017 when I think UCLA was playing Gonzaga in the Final Four, or maybe it was North Carolina Gonzaga, and they were playing in a stadium and they had the black curtain. I think they were playing in Indianapolis, and they had the big black sheet of curtain.
yeah,
like,
I do.
blocking out pretty much the entire arena except for it was like
Was that supposed to help? The black was that supposed to help?
I think they thought it was gonna help, but I think
I think how to
hurt.
make it worse.
I think the shooting percentage was
The other
terrible.
side of it's just is it not muscle memory?
That's
I mean,
what it
that's a
should
good-
be,
that's a good-
yeah.
I guess that's the.
But I am curious because obviously I'm not.
It definitely plays a dip.
I'm not no D1.
What's
hooper.
behind the goal?
Yeah.
If you put a goal in front of the mountains, it's going to be a lot different
Yeah.
Than if you put the goal where you can't
Yeah.
see as well.
I will say that I get they're trying to put more people in seats,
Mm-hmm.
but holy crap, there's no reason you should be playing in the dang Cardinals like any football.
80,000.
Because dude, I mean, if you're in the nosebleeds, you're gonna have to get binoculars out there
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
Which
they
I
don't care about those people.
no, they don't care. I mean,
got their money.
heck, I might be up there. Possibly. I'm telling you, I might be up there.
For your sake, I hope so. Actually, I guess for
This
both
may
of
be
us,
just the stupidest question you've ever heard. Elevation play difference,
it does.
I think stamina wise, right?
Yeah,
We
it
wanted to go
does.
that.
and
I think that's why it's hard to play.
shooting the ball. Does that matter? So somebody wouldn't play in
I mean, if,
Colorado, and then they wouldn't play.
That's why I think that's why it's hard to play in Denver.
Football goes smarter than Denver.
baseball
goes
too,
smarter.
yeah. I mean, heck,
I don't know if that matters in an
I definitely
arena.
need to stop hitting the gym then if I'm playing in Denver because
You might just start shooting half court shots. You can still do long.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's anyways.
That's something I thought.
But so these matchups: so Creighton, Tennessee, Clemson, Arizona, UNT, Alabama. What is real quick? We'll go with this. What do you think is the lock? Who do you think? And this is a tough thing because they're all at this point. Every team's a good team.
I've got North Carolina and Purdue. They're definitely winning.
I was-
Purdue, no, maybe not. I changed my mind on Purdue.
I think
But Carolina
Carolina's
for
a
sure.
lot. I think Carolina's a lot.
I don't know,
With
man.
the way Clemson's been playing, I don't know.
I don't think Alabama shoots the way they did either. I think Sears was really the only
if
guy
I
that was
could-
playing.
If there was an over or under of how many times they showed Sears' mom, it's got to be 20 and a half.
Every free
Because every time he touches the ball, they don't even show the game anymore. They just show his mom. I mean, hey,
Is this, are you
shout
so
out to
are you
family.
saying that Sears' mom is like Taylor Swift
I was
2.0?
about to say that.
I
Mark Sears.
I
Mark
don't know.
Sears' mom is the new Taylor Swift.
I mean, the
Jackson's
guy's
a Mark
hooper. I'm
Sears
not
mom
taking-
hater.
I'm not taking away his fact.
Jackson,
either.
you hate Mark Sears' mom. Is that what you're saying?
No. I hate it. No.
Jackson hates Mrs. Sears.
That's crazy.
I hate they keep showing her. Guy's a hooper.
So this guy really, it's like a Taylor Swift 2.0.
I mean, I'm trying to watch some hoops here.
They were doing that with somebody's mom in the Texas A&M Houston game too. Like, who do they keep showing? Who is it?
Over and over and over again.
If you miss the first time they show that lady or person,
You're so
and it doesn't
confused.
have the name below it, like you are just so
I'm just
confused
wondering
the
who
rest
that
of the
might be.
broadcast.
Who's this lady acting like she's shooting free throws, dude? What's going on here? No, I don't think. I'll be honest. I don't think Alabama shoots and plays. Now
I don't-
Okay, not giving GCU some credit. They still played really good defense. I think
Mhm.
that's always been it. Bryce Drew has like that. That team reminds me a lot of Tennessee's team with the defense.
So we're agreeing that there's not a certain lock
I don't think so.
in this bottom
Maybe
half.
UConn. I think UConn, San Diego State.
Yeah, I was in the bottom half.
I think UConn, San Diego State. I hate to say it. I don't.
Yeah.
San Diego State's not the same team as they were last year.
So we got
Y'all know what? I think I'm gonna say it. I think NC State's gonna beat Marquette.
Really?
I do.
oh god, write it down.
I think NC State's gonna beat Marquette. I think DJ Burns is just gonna out physical everybody.
I like it.
I think that Horn guy that they have as well, that guard,
Yeah.
he's a bucket. Coach
I like the
Keats,
way-
baby, I'm riding the Keats Kool-Aid.
I like the way it's turned out.
Same.
You know, they were saying like, oh, there's not that many Cinderella teams. You're gonna get some good ball out of this Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Great ball.
I wouldn't have guessed they'd been there.
I guess NC State is the only double
I
digit.
definitely wouldn't have guessed Clemson would be here.
No.
That's honestly, that's.
I don't- I
I think
couldn't
that's
t-
a Cinderella story in itself.
I don't think
Same.
I've watched a total of 5 minutes of Clemson basketball.
You think
Whole
they have a
season.
chance against Zona?
With the way they've been playing?
No,
No?
shot.
No chance?
No shot.
I think there's a little bit of a chance, right?
I think Arizona opened as a 7-point
you can't tell me there's a Jack
I think they should be 11
11
and a half point favorite.
11 and a
I'll say it. I think
half?
Arizona should be 11 and a half point favorite.
Did you see what Clemson's guard said after the game against
Mm-mm.
Baylor? He was like super worn. I think it's Chase Hunter.
Is that the white dude?
I think he's mixed.
Oh,
But he was like, man, that was a war. That was like battle. He's like, I'm ready for another one.
oh, dude. Oh,
Crying
Lord.
tears.
I'm telling you that. I don't
Yeah.
think that's a lot.
I don't think so. I think Clemson may surprise a lot of people.
If Clemson gets through this one, props to them.
And I couldn't tell you anything about this crazy.
Dude, the ACC has a chance to make it 4 out of 8 teams in the Elite Eight.
And they said that ACC wasn't a good tournament
They
or
did
a
say
good
that.
conference this year. What do you think about
So there's 2 SEC teams left.
Yeah, the two that
There was, what,
the two that
6
just
or-
puts the conference on their back.
What was there? 6, 7 teams in it?
Let's see: Kentucky lost, Mississippi State lost, A&M lost, South Carolina lost. Is there more? Florida lost. Auburn lost.
So
Yeah, just two teams that man. I mean, they just run the tournament. They run the conference. You know, casually in and out, just putting the conference on their back.
basketball
Not-
and football.
Basketball
Yeah.
and football. You know,
Is that right, guys?
I mean, heck, George is in the semis for.
Seriously,
Yeah,
y'all
NIT
don't
too.
forget we're NIT bound, baby.
So I mean, heck, Georgia
Mike
might be putting
White
the conference on
season.
their back too.
Hey, we're making the NCAA tournament next year. Asa
I
Newell,
wouldn't doubt it.
Dominic Wilkins kids coming to Georgia. We're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I'm telling y'all.
I would love to see it.
I want it early.
Honestly, if we'll
That's my Cinderella.
let's throw it back to the season.
Next
If
year.
y'all could finish games, y'all were like, ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I mean, y'all should have beat us. Then Dalton had to drop a quick 30 on y'all.
yeah.
Mm.
That was bad, dude.
You don't really like to see that one.
We were down
I
by
love to see
10.
it.
We were
Not a
down by
Georgia
10
fan.
that game. I went and jumped in the shower. I got out of the shower. We're tied, and then we lose by like 5. I'm just watching. That was my Dalton Connect introduction.
Welcome to the
That
show.
game, yeah.
Connect 4.
It's like a,
Welcome to this game.
what is it? What's that movie with Will Ferrell?
It was sad.
The was it the debate or something? He's like, welcome to the effing show. You know what I'm talking about?
Anchorman?
No, it's not Anchorman, but
That's how I felt.
That
was like the Connect show.
yeah.
It'd be cool if he was number 4 though.
Why?
I just want to put that out there.
Connect 4.
Oh yeah, that's a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah.
But
I heard someone the other day call him Dalton Necht. I was
Dalton
like,
Necht?
come on. Just throw the
Dalton
K in there. Dalton Necht.
nothing wrong with that.
So we got UConn's a lock. Or you said
I say UConn's a lot.
Okay.
I think UConn's a lot.
Yeah, I think
he's got NC State. I'm not against it.
I'm taking NC State, baby.
I've got Duke.
I'm going to ride with Houston on this one.
Come on.
I told you.
Just come to the dark side.
Last episode I
Come
talked
to
about
Jerry
this.
McCain University.
No, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Come on.
You know, there's a book that literally talks about why you should hate Duke. It's called Everyone Hates Duke.
I don't read books.
Well, you should read this one because it's a great book. I haven't read it, but I know about it.
High on him.
I said this last week. Every time I doubt Houston, they prove me wrong. So I'm never doubting them again.
So if you get on their side, they're gonna lose.
No,
No.
they're not losing.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Duke on that one.
Wow, I'm getting outvoted
Yeah,
here.
you're outnumbered there.
No more heads or tails.
But I
on this.
don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be Jared McCain. I think it's gonna be Filipowski.
Flip.
Yep.
Oh, Flofsky?
Yeah, I mean I don't like the guy, but I think he's gonna have a good game.
Dude, this
Is
is
he your Zach?
this is
Eady?
why-
He is
this
my
is-
Zach Eady.
this
Dude's
is-
soft.
this is why I hate how Cooper Flag's going to Duke because I think he doesn't give me Duke energy.
If that's not the place you can get the most exposure, I don't know what is. It's Duke.
I think
Don't
I
go
can
one
name.
sport. Maybe baseball.
They're good at baseball this year. I think,
But when you think of Duke, you think of basketball.
Yeah.
So
but I don't see Cooper Flag as a guy that I hate on Duke, and that hurts me to say. Because
I mean, I've watched a little bit of his high school highlights. The guy can ball.
he's a baller. Yeah,
Certified.
I've never seen a man two-step windmill. I mean,
he's a different breed. But Illinois Iowa State, that's the one that's not a lot because I don't know who wins that one.
I was just completely oblivious to this Iowa State team.
They're
I
good,
know
man.
They're like that.
They're good.
They are good.
that's me
They
not
beat
knowing ball. That's
Houston
my bad.
they beat Houston by 20 in the Big 12
The
championship. Yeah,
Really?
dude, it was crazy.
Wait, did they really? I missed that. Dang, what?
In the Big 12 title game.
Where was Shed? Was Shed not in that game? Or like, what was going on?
That
there?
Houston was really unhealthy. They're still kind of hurt now, but they didn't have like anybody. I think they were just prepping for the tournament.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they sat Hunter Dickinson and the other
Yeah.
dude, which obviously that's not the case. But
So should we like cook up something? Should we cook up like
a little parlay.
a Sweet 16, like maybe like four picks, or we could do like 2 picks each.
I'm
like it.
down.
Let's do it.
Let's go to the odds. Jax, it's that time of night.
I'll write
too.
everything down so we know.
That time of night too, where my stomach's just absolutely making noise.
What am I looking up?
I'm going on FanDuel right now.
Oh yeah.
I got this unlocked.
See, I'll try to pull it up.
We're cooking. So I guess we're gonna do 2 each.
Okay.
We could hit every game, or not. We're not gonna hit every game, but
Never say never.
I think
Go to adjusted odds for Houston or Arizona Clemson.
Where am I at?
Can you do adjusted odds?
you should be able to do more wagers and then alternate spread.
Yeah, alternate spread. Let's see what the alternate spreads are. Honestly, go Clemson 16.5.
Plus 16.5.
I'm kidding. I
I was about to click it.
I mean,
got
it
a dollar on
is. It's
this.
minus 500. I feel like that's pretty
That's why is
high.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, the actual spread's plus 7.5.
I think Clemson covers that plus 7.5. I really do.
Really?
Mm.
Why is 16? That is
What's the alternate spread? 6. Oh, golly. Minus 1.5.
there's no way it's that close of a game.
It's just like a pick 'em, yeah.
I think it's safe with the plus 16.5.
Yeah, that's
I'll
too
take it.
safe though. That's way too safe.
But sometimes you gotta play that too safe bet.
There's also a
Scary money don't make money.
There's also a 13.5.
Can I tell y'all? Sorry to interrupt, real quick.
You want to go 13.5?
Jack, do you remember when I was talking about putting my paycheck on that JMU Grand Canyon money line? $400. Actually, I think I was doing 500. 500 would have won 4,500. That was a lock, and
I think I told you not to do that.
I think you talked me out of it. I'm $4,500 poor.
Ripped you off of 4,500.
Poor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a brutal beat right there. I still won $40, but still, I could have cashed out. And we could have gotten some more mics, man, and a camera and everything.
That's my bad. That's on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna Venmo request you
You
$4,500.
ain't getting that back.
It happened.
So we're gonna stick with the plus 13.5.
Honestly, let's go back because I was just joking around with that. I don't want to pick this one. Or do we?
No.
I think they covered 13.5.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not getting blown out. They're playing so well.
I like 7.5. Honestly, I do like 7.5.
That's minus 115 though.
What was yours? What was the one originally?
The 16.5 was minus 500.
That's too easy to lock.
Yeah.
We're looking to make money here, guys.
Scare money don't make money.
Exactly.
I do like plus 7.5. I mean,
I like Clemson 7.5.
Wanna do it?
Let's do Clemson 7.5.
Let's do it.
plus 7.5.
So that's my one. We doing 2 each.
Yeah.
I'm combining all these and I'm putting $1 on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm-
All right.
I've got it pulled up right now too.
Well then I got to do it afterwards.
I think we just go ahead and hammer UConn money line. That'll be mine.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We agree with that?
Yeah.
How much does $1 win us? 90 cents.
It'd win us $2.
I like that.
$2.13.
DraftKings sponsor us.
This is fair.
JK.
I'll take anything at this point.
I think I'll take Iowa State first half money on.
First half
Ooh.
money line.
Including tie. Minus 110.
Like that?
Yeah.
So that just means they'll be up at half, right?
Yeah. I like that. Now we're really cooking here, boys. $1 wins 3.
This guy knows. This guy's bet a couple dollars in his life.
I think.
Creighton money line, so we jinx them?
No.
That's how my betting works.
No, because then Tennessee's gonna win.
Duke is plus money though, I will say. If we're taking Duke,
Yeah,
if we think Duke's gonna win, they're plus money.
I'm gonna fade you on that one and go.
I don't know if I
Houston.
can trust Jared McCain that much.
Oh, so you're
It
saying
is Houston. I mean, now if there was a
what if we do Duke plus 4.5? Because I think they cover 4.5, right? Maybe not.
Let's
what about Duke plus 6.5?
what are these alternates looking like?
I like Duke.
that
Let's
alternate
do
plus
Duke
6.5.
plus 6.5.
Nine
Like
and a half
that?
feels a little too safe.
Yeah, like
Too safe. Is there such thing as too safe?
no, let's do Duke plus. Do we want to do 9.5?
I like plus 6.5.
All right, let's do plus 6.5.
He's a bad man. All right, so we
Um,
got 4. We need 8, right? 8 total
6.
picks.
We need
it'd be
6.
6.
Great. There's only 3 people here, Jackson.
What if we do?
Do we like the UConn money line? I like it.
I like UConn money line.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't see them losing.
Do we like a spread on Alabama and then UNC?
If we are, I'm taking UNC minus 4.5.
I like that.
I think UNC is going to out physical the crap out of Alabama.
I like that.
I mean, I think Alabama may get blown out.
Okay.
I'm not shot early.
And also, I want to preface this: I never bet Tennessee,
I'm not.
so we're not
I
betting.
stay away from Georgia as well, so
We're not
stay
betting
away
Tennessee.
from that one.
So we got Gonzaga and Purdue or
What if
NC
we
State
do,
and Marquette?
I was thinking we go with Young Burns, as they call him, right? The Lil Burns.
Deej, are we going with them?
I like.
Are we putting
these.
our money on them?
We're thinking.
We could do a race to 15 points in the Purdue Gonzaga game.
I don't like that because I don't know, dude.
That would get the heart flowing early.
It could also be the bet shattered early.
Could end the bet right there.
What about will there be overtime? What's the odds on that? Yes. Let's go ahead and do plus 1,500. I just want to see what the odds are like.
That would raise our thing.
$1 to win
$200.
202. No.
Negative. There ain't gonna be an overtime.
If there's an overtime, I'm calling you right away.
I'll never listen to you again.
I would jinx you as a man.
Should we go NC State total points?
Like it over.
It's at 72.5 right now.
What's their track record in the tournament?
Let me look.
I don't know, dude. Just Kolek, him being back and all.
Yeah, but they score with him. I don't.
But what about I don't know.
80 and 79.
Oh, yeah, they've hit over 72 the last 5 games.
Is Marquette a better defensive team though? That's because I couldn't.
Marquette allowed 77 against Colorado, 69 against Western Kentucky, 57 against. Well, they lost. Actually, they allowed 73 against Connecticut, and then they allowed 68 and 65 to Providence and Villanova.
Providence isn't a bad team. I like Providence too. I don't know.
We could take Marquette's total points. I think that's at 78.5. Yeah, I don't like that.
This last one's gonna be difficult. Oh Lord. What about first half money line? I think Marquette's up first half, right?
I can get down on that. I think that would actually that'd be a pretty good bet.
We like them up. I like it.
Up at half.
You know, like yep.
Minus 190. What does that get us to?
Plus
Plus
1844.
I think the fella's just cooked.
I like it. I like it.
It smells in here.
It smells like money being made.
It smells like money being lost.
I don't know about that one. I think that's a good
And
little
then we just
parlay.
hammer Tennessee money line. Just to lose the bet.
Let's see what the odds are real quick. Let's see what. Nah, there's no way to do a 7-legger.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's bad luck when
we
we
can't
bet.
jinx
We
them.
can't bet Tennessee.
We could just bet Creighton.
What if we do
Then
under?
Creighton loses.
What if we do under 143.5 though?
We can't bet on Tennessee.
I like that under 143.5 though. No, because we're gonna be out here shooting. We're gonna be out
72
here
points.
dialed up.
72
We're gonna
points
be
apiece.
dialed up.
You're gonna have me have my calculator at the whole game.
Yeah,
Add-
if we're taking it over. Under, I want to take the over in that game.
The over.
I could see that being like a. I mean, even if it's like a 70 to 75 game, that over hits.
We don't. Okay, let's say wait. We're not. We're sticking with 6 legs. We're sticking with 6 legs.
We gotta at least do one over under, right?
No. Do we add it? Let's do over. Under 173.5.
Yeah, but they score. Both those teams score.
There isn't a lot of defense. You're right.
I think we just keep it at 6.
I like it.
I like the 6er. Yep, that's a good one. I like it, boys. I like it.
$1.
I'll have to place it on my phone, but I like it.
Man,
Boom. If y'all want to
Lock
follow
on.
that bet, do it. If not, I wouldn't advise following that bet.
10 get us. It's just $10, right?
Honestly.
Back, right?
That's-
That's 1,000.
Honestly,
holy smokes! Look at this I've cooked. Oh no, I think Anthony Edwards screwed me. Man,
this guy doesn't know ball, it sounds like.
Damn, that sucks.
Honestly, I like the. Yeah, I mean, what? $10 is like you're paying for a meal.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's like a 10-piece from McDonald's with a large fry.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
I like
one.
it.
That's 1 hour of your day from your paycheck taken.
Yeah.
It's nothing bad.
We can make that back.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
I like that. I will put 10 on it.
Okay.
10 to win 184. And 47 cents.
Yeah, I like it. So, do we want to talk about golf real quick, or do we want to just end it with that? What are we thinking, boys?
I don't know. That we went long. What do y'all want to do?
It's 10:20.
Oh,
An
that
hour.
is. Jeez, Louise, that is a
Yeah,
long.
we did go
We get
long.
back on top golf.
Yeah, for sure.
We get close to Masters time.
Definitely.
So there's
That was fun though, fellas.
Yeah. I think we're gonna end it there.
That was a lot of fun.
Longer episode. I think.
Hopefully, a lot of the ball that we talked ends up being pretty knowledgeable, and we look like.
I mean, I said last week that I was a pretty knowledgeable guy. So.
Yeah, we cooked up our bracket. It was shot the first day.
Well, that was. I mean, that was for. I wouldn't say dum-dums, but
it happens.
two guys
like
that two
It's March.
like me and Jackson say 2 guys that know ball and 2 other guys that.
Just hang out.
Oh,
I will say no disrespect when I say this, because Matt obviously works. His ball knowledge has gone down.
You just added the loop.
He's out of loop.
6
He really
6 a.m.
he really
You
is
don't
out of
get to
loop.
watch a whole lot of anything.
that is
Like
tough.
if you listen to Matt at the beginning of football season to now, ball knowledge dropped, and there's nothing wrong with that. It happens.
Good working, man.
He's a working man.
ball knowledge dropped.
Yeah. But all right, that's gonna be it for today.
I'm Jackson Stone.
I'm Chase Roberts.
Andrew Hill.
Also, we do have hats are done. Got some more hats
We'll
going.
get the store back up.
Definitely
Those hats are looking
I'll
sick,
do that
fellas.
tomorrow.
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yep.
But all right, appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you.